Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. We have a bombshell development in the Virginia election, and one of the candidates has wished death upon the GOP speaker at one time in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And those texts have come to life, and it is a real earth-shattering event in this Virginia election. These texts are some of the most disturbing I've ever seen in U.S. politics, and we're going to get right to the details. But before that, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, we just recently gave you a story about Jay Jones. He is the Democrat Attorney General nominee in the Virginia election race. And speaking of races, this guy was caught going 116 miles an hour, and he was charged for reckless driving. And not only did he get off with a light sentence of just community service, we're talking about 1,000 hours roughly, he did at least 500 hours for his political action committee. Yeah, if that doesn't say sleazy and corrupt, I don't know what does. Except we have some absolutely harrowing and mortifying texts by Jay Jones that have come out in this race. And not only does it make him look extremely bad, well, the entire Virginia Democratic Party looks terrible, including Abigail Spanberger, who is running for governor in that race. It is really sickening. But so let's get into it. Jay Jones, he is the Virginia Attorney General candidate, like we said. He has come under fire for resurfaced 2022 text messages in which he used violent rhetoric against then House Speaker Todd Gilbert. In an exchange with Republican delegate Kerry Coyner, Jones wrote, quote, "Those guys die before me. I will go to the funerals to pee on their graves." I'm using a euphemism. And then Jones then presented a hypothetical of 3 people, 2 bullets. And he listed Gilbert along with Hitler and Pol Pot, and then wrote, quote, "Gilbert gets 2 bullets to the head," unquote, and added that he, quote, "receives both bullets every time," unquote. Well, Coyner rightly said the messages were disturbing and disqualifying, and says she immediately shared the screenshots with Speaker Gilbert, and said Jones also made comments about Gilbert's family that she found especially upsetting. I agree with her. He said, quote, "You were talking about hoping Jennifer Gilbert's children would die," unquote. And he responded, quote, "Yes, I've told you this before. Only when people feel pain personally do they move on policy," unquote. This is psycho speak. This is how sociopaths talk. Well, Jones' campaign later called the text regrettable. Jones issued an apology saying he regretted the messages and that violent rhetoric, quote, "has no place in our politics," unquote. And Jones, well, you can say to his hypocrisy, actually, he posted some messages condemning Charlie Kirk's assassination recently. Those look like very empty statements indeed in light of these text messages. And the revelations have drawn condemnation from lawmakers on both sides and became a controversy in the competitive AG race. And just to wrap this up, what is wrong with the Democratic Party right now? We have Jay Jones with these heinous texts, and I encourage you just to, look at it for yourself. National Review did a write-up on this. But you go further and look at what happened after Charlie Kirk's assassination, the high levels of acceptance for political violence among Gen Z left-leaning youth. And we have this whole recipe coming together. What's going on in Portland with the police sympathizing with Antifa. This is a party that has gone off the rails. And the Democratic Party has no business being in U.S. politics, as far as I'm concerned, because it's just obvious what they stand for. And that is stealing from taxpayers, protecting criminals, open borders, in other words, no security for our homeland, and they just are not accountable for anything that they do, and that needs to change, or we will continue to have this imbalance in our justice system. So please continue to hold everyone, regardless of their political beliefs, accountable equally under the law. This has to happen, or the country is going to continue to go down this very dark and troubling path. Well, weigh in with your own thoughts. What do you think about these J. Jones texts? What does it say about Democrats refusing to condemn him? I mean, MSNBC and CNN gave this very light coverage. They're obviously protecting Democrats no matter what they do. And we're here for you, trying to give you the truth and some balance and perspective on everything that's happening in U.S. politics. And we appreciate you watching and supporting Explain America.